Hello and welcome to another day in paradise, and welcome to another edition of the Unapologetic Negropian. In today's video, today we are going to take a look at the connection between Atlanta and Banjul, the capital of Gambia. We're going to take a look at the characters that are coming out of this city, and we're going to try and see if there is a link on why so many of these characters are choosing Banjul as their destination in Africa. But first I'm going to ask you to please like, subscribe, share and click the bell notification. Little story here. I have an uncle who was born in Jamaica, raised in Jamaica till about the age of 18, and then like my mother, he had the choice, or my mother's side had the choice of either going to live in the United Kingdom or live in the United States. And this particular uncle went to live in the United States. He went to live in New York, and he started a few businesses and did extremely well over the years, and hey presto, became a millionaire, the American dream. So he lived a very good life in New York. What does a millionaire black person who lived in America for a long time and wants to retire and doesn't want to live, because he was that kind of person, he just didn't like European Americans. That's what I call them, Euro Americans. He didn't like Euro Americans. He didn't want to live around them. What kind of person, where would you live in the United States if you wanted to sort of immerse yourself in the black populace? So he went to live in Atlanta. My uncle is typical of the type of people who go to live in Atlanta. The person who is looking for the black American dream. There are so many characters that are coming out of Atlanta and are moving to the Senegambia region. We need to ask ourselves why? Why Senegambia and why Atlanta? Art Cathy lived there for a significant amount of time. She spent a lot of time in Atlanta. Kwesi Boyd originally came from Connecticut but went to live in Atlanta for a significant amount of time. Prince Dynastamir is from Atlanta, is he not? Okay, he's not one of the nefarious characters, but he did come from Atlanta, and I think he does know these people. He does know some of the people that we're talking about. He knows R.J. Mahdi, who also hails from Atlanta. It's just too much of a coincidence that all these people come from Atlanta. Now, while Prince Dynast is all above board, I would say he is above board. He's definitely money hungry, and a lot of these people are. There is a culture in Atlanta, a materialistic type culture where people, they have the money, because you've got a lot of rich black Americans who go to live there to retire amongst their people. You have a feeling that this culture is now being exported to Africa via the Senegambia region. Chief Montana, if you remember the video that I made about Chief Montana a few weeks ago, he's also from Atlanta, and although he is normally spending time in Ghana, I mean, once again, what is the link between all these people? That's another video that I'm going to be making, I hope later on this week. So what has happened now that I've started calling these people out and I've been giving out my email address, I have had a flood, a torrent of emails come in from people who have had experiences with the Exodus Alliance, experiences with Art Cathy, experiences with Kwesi Boyd and RJ Mahdi. It's crazy. A lot of people, this is the problem, you see, if you're not fully above board, right? If you are the types of person who doesn't mind being cutthroat and cutting people's throats in order to get what you want, the problem is those people now have emails and they have access to other platforms who do not mind calling those people out, platforms like mine, right? So these people will contact me and share these experiences with me. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been making that much content over the last few days. I've been busy going through these emails, and what I've been finding out about them is incredible, okay? But like I said, I'm going to do videos on each of these people because I think each of these people deserve their own bloody video, to be frank. Because you have this large population of pretty wealthy black people living, wealthy diasporans, wealthy diasporan Africans who are living in the Atlanta region. Some of them are foundational Americans of African descent. Some of them are from the Caribbean. The same thing goes. A lot of these people want to find out about their past. They want to have their connection, spiritual and physical, with the West African countries where most of us came from. So you got to imagine this is a massive opportunity for some people, and I think a lot of the characters I'm talking about today have taken that opportunity and grabbed it by the hand and are milking it for every penny that us diasporans have. Why the Senegambia region? Why Banjul? Why Dakar? Why are they going to this region? You've heard Art Cathy shouting out about the natives to Gambia being weak and docile and easy to overcome, and then we should come there and we should take over and rule and all this rubbish that she's been talking about. West Africans in general are very, very nice people, just in general, okay? They are quiet. A lot of them are quiet. They keep to themselves. That's just in general. But most of the ECOWAS countries are generally like that. There is a lot of potential there. But the Gambia itself and that region offers a lot of potential because the Gambia is a tiny country. So if things really go wrong as diasporan, trying to cheat money out of people, you can easily cross the border and get out of the country. You also have a state in the Gambia which is, of course, a weak police state. Okay, it doesn't have all the systems and procedures in order to take care of everybody. So you're getting a lot of these nefarious characters coming over from a lot of these people are reinventing themselves, but in the wrong kind of a way. They are upgrading themselves. All of a sudden a paralegal is a top barrister, or a nurse's assistant has become a doctor, or a registered nurse. They will upgrade themselves, and this is what a lot of these characters have been doing once they've moved to West Africa. Of course, there are the other opportunities like cheap land, ease of access, a large expat community. Most people in the Gambia speak English. It's an Anglophone country, whereas Senegal, the country that surrounds it, is Francophone. So there you have it. You have these two sort of not opposing but attracting ends of the magnet in these two cities, just attracting each other. There is nothing you could do to pull them apart. It was inevitable that the people from Atlanta with that type of culture was going to be attracted to West Africa for these particular reasons. Now, is this a bad thing? It can be. You seen it for yourself. You seen Art Kathy, you seen what she's been doing over there. And of course, you can see that a lot of these people are simply caring more about themselves and about their own ego as opposed to caring about diasporans. And the thing is, you get a lot of diasporans, a lot of African Americans, Europeans as well, Afro-British, whatever, Afro-Caribbeans. A lot of them appreciate it. They'd be like, okay, well, I don't mind paying a little extra for a piece of land if it means, I get to just build a relationship with somebody that's already established there, that has all the information there already. Why not? I'll just do that. And yeah, of course, these people may be nefarious, but as long as they get the job done, then it doesn't matter. Does it? Well, it does. It does matter. Let's say I am a paralegal, or I just have some sort of legal degree, but I'm not a lawyer. I haven't passed any bar exams or anything like that. This means if I go to West Africa and start calling myself a lawyer, I am not going to be held responsible by any overarching group. No one's going to be watching over me because I'm not really a lawyer. So, and because of that, I don't have to heed to the code of ethics that these groups will make you stand by if you were a real lawyer. And that's just one instance. So it's important that if you're going to be talking to a lawyer, make sure that that person is a lawyer. If you're going to be speaking to a doctor, make sure that that person is a qualified doctor. This is one thing you have to do when you're going to West Africa, because a lot of the countries there have weak policed states. Okay, I can walk to a hospital now and walk into a hospital in Schaffhausen or in Zurich, and if I bump into a doctor, I know that that person is qualified. I don't have to really think about it, because if he wasn't qualified and he got found out, there would be hell to pay. Of course, you're talking about major jail time, fraud. Okay, but over in Africa, different rules apply. Okay, I can, in Nigeria, you can buy a doctorate. Okay, you can buy a doctorate in Nigeria, so you can literally call yourself a doctor. It doesn't mean you went to some university for 7 years. Let me give you a for instance. Do you remember Sister Ya? That was the lady who interviewed me on the radio station the other day. I think that the RJ Mahdi called her an attorney. Oh, listen to this.
That's it. That's Sister Ya. Huge asset to the people. And this is, like she says, about way more than business. This sister is an asset to our people from a legal standpoint, being a licensed registered attorney, former assistant attorney general.
Now, Sister Ya told me that she would sue me for using images of RJ Mahdi on my YouTube thumbnails, but it has now become apparent that Sister Ya couldn't sue a potato. Yes, that is Tonya Cherise Safir, her real name. She was suspended from practicing law on the 14th of January 2014. I wasn't able to find out what she did in order to get her license suspended, but let's just say it must have been quite bad. This is highly typical of what is going on here. Proof right in front of your eyes. She's not an attorney. She used to be one, but she was disbarred. So this is exactly what I am talking about. You don't know who these people are, and you cannot take their word for it. They will lie to you in front of your face, and then, you know, they will do whatever they need to do in order to grab the bag. Guys, listen, that's the connection that I see, okay, between these two cities, the Senegambia region and Atlanta. I am going to be doing more research into these people, and it's taken me a bit of time, okay guys, but it's coming, okay? I just need to make sure I get this information right. I need to verify the information as well, because I know those punks are going to be watching this, and I don't want them trying to discredit the information that I'm getting. When I get the information, I get it right, and then I hammer it into them, and there is nothing they can do to stop the truth. The truth is the truth. I don't have to hide it. I don't have to lie about it. Once I know it's the truth, there is nothing you can do about it. Listen, that's it from me for today. I'm going to finish off the rest of these videos, because there's so many of them to do, because there's so many of these characters. The guys that I mentioned, Art Cathy, RJ Mahdi, Chief Montana, Quasi Boyd. If you know any more about these people, if you know anything that I don't know, please do me a favor, send me an email at tuntalks@gmail.com. That is tuntalks@gmail.com. Would love to have a chat with you. There have been a flood of emails in already, but hey, let's get this right so we don't have to mess around again. Let's make sure that we get the truth out there. Let's turn West Africa into a place that looks at returning diasporans with integrity, as people that are the real deal, not as shysters or gangsters or criminals or scammers. Let's make sure that people around the world, diasporans around the world, see us as being the chosen ones who have returned, the prodigal sons, to help our African brothers and sisters to enhance their capabilities, their already amazing capabilities, to help them rebuild their nations and better themselves on the world scene. Let's do this. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for listening. I've jabbered on for long enough, so I'd like to say thank you for listening. I'd like to say thank you to the new subscribers as well. So many over the last week. Unbelievable. Really thank you for listening. I'd like to say thank you to the ADOS guys as well, who've been speaking very articulately and respectfully during the lives that we've been having. It's been really good, and I'm really looking forward to the next live that we can talk and bring more understanding and more educating one another as well. I love this type of thing, so that's great. So I'm going to leave it there. Guys, thank you very much, and I will speak to you in the next one. And remember, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.